I'd ask it to everybody, not just who's here, but is watching us on TV or is watching us in some of the clips they'll see of this event. And it's actually very, very simple. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? And actually, it's not just you all. It's a lot of Americans. In fact, about 70% of Americans are consistently telling us that their financial position is worse thanks to the policies of Kamala Harris. Now, let's just tick through some of the problems here. The cost of living in the state of Michigan is $1,032 higher per month than it was 3.5 years ago when Donald Trump left office. That's a disgrace. That means that if you add up all this inflation, the average Michigan family has been cost $27,000 thanks to Kamala Harris's inflation. Gas prices in this state are up 45%. Home prices in the state of Michigan are up 41%, meaning that a lot of American families can no longer afford the American dream of homeownership. Now, groceries are up over 20%, and that's everything. That's milk is about $4 a gallon. That's about a 20% increase. Eggs are up more than 115%. That means they've more than doubled in price thanks to Kamala Harris. And I've got 3 little kids at home who eat a lot of eggs. So I've seen that price increase very personally. But here's the problem with Kamala Harris. It's not just that she caused all these problems. It's that she's the most shameless politician I think we've ever seen in our lifetimes, because you go to a Kamala Harris rally, which I would not recommend, and she will say without an ounce of shame, on day one, we're going to lower grocery prices. Or on day one, we're going to make housing more affordable. Kamala, day one was 1,400 days ago. What the hell have you been doing the whole time? Now, the answer, unfortunately, is she hasn't been doing a lot, or in fact, when she has been doing anything, it's been making the problems worse. Kamala Harris, as much as she tries to run from the policies of the past 3.5 years, as much as she tries to pretend that she represents change, Kamala Harris, let's remember, she cast the tie-breaking vote on over $4 trillion of spending that sent inflation through the roof. Kamala Harris wants to increase your taxes, and in a lot of ways already has increased your taxes, so that she can help rich people buy automobiles made in China. Does that make an ounce of sense? Does that help Michigan auto workers, some of the proudest auto workers in the entire world? So when Kamala Harris says that she has a plan, you better run for the hills, because her record for the past 3.5 years has been a disaster for this state and for the entire country. So here's what I think we should do. Rather than give Kamala Harris a promotion that she hasn't earned, rather than give her a promotion even though she refuses to give an interview, let's send her back to San Francisco where she belongs and make Donald J. Trump the next president of the United States.